what up guys, how you all doing today? Welcome to my channel, that's Chelsea Guy. Yeah, where we talk about Chelsea news. And guess what guys, you already know, we ended up with a win today. Yep, it was a very strong win, I tell you, very strong win. I think it was a good selection from the coach. It was also a wonderful play from the boys. I think they were strong defensively. We controlled the game so well, and the attacking players too, they were fair enough. Although we are not where we want to be yet, but the season just started. Enough time to get pickups right, enough time to get the selection right and stuff like that. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a player analysis for the match today. I think it was a brilliant one from Chelsea. In fact, from the beginning of the match to I think the end of the game, we controlled the game perfectly. I think this was a perfect performance from the boys. Although, yes, definitely we have one or two things to improve. Okay, so the game ended 3-0 with goes from wonderful free kick from Marcos Alonso. You know, this guy is just a free kick genius. Yeah, this guy is so good in the free kick, and his performance generally for the game was amazing. This guy was amazing today. Marcos Alonso always gives you a reason to choose him. You know, okay, our problem with Marcos Alonso is when we play big opponents, we tend to use the fact that he's not very fast and he's not very defensive minded. But games like this, Marcos Alonso is the perfect choose, I tell you. Alright, so goals from Marcos Alonso, goals from Christian Pulisic, one of our attacking players, which is wonderful. Then the special goal from my boy himself, Chalobah. This guy, we have a talent right in our hand. In fact, this guy is causing so many questions right now. Do we sign Jules Koundé or we just let him do his thing? This guy is a wonderful player. Alright, so we're going to go to match analysis without wasting much time. Player rating, yeah. We're going to be doing the player rating right now. So the coach started with a 3-4-3 formation, yeah, where we had definitely, that's like our basic formation right now, where we have 3 defenders, then we have our 2 wing backs with the 2 midfielders, then we have our 3 attacking players, and it was a perfect choice from Mr. Tuchel himself. Alright, so we started with Rudiger on the left side, Rudiger on the defensive left center back. Yeah, we started with Chalobah on the right center back, and we started with Christensen. Christensen was amazing today, by the way. On the middle, yeah, on the mid center back. Then we started with on the right midfield, we started with Jorginho. Left midfield, we started with Kovacic. Then on the right wing back, we started with Aspilicueta, wonderful player. On the left wing back, we started with the one and only Marcos Alonso. Right, so on the attacking players, I think it was an amazing choice from Tuchel, because thinking about the game we played midweek, you understand, the game we played a full game to extra time, so the game was demanding for the players, so he had to rest some players and he had to rotate the squad. But still, you know, Chelsea with their depth, he picked a perfect squad, and he picked Mason Mount. Mason Mount was playing on the right, Timo Werner was playing on the middle, then Christian Pulisic was playing on the left, which was a great attacking. In fact, Chelsea are endowed with attacking players right now, though we still have a lot to. All our attacking players has a lot to offer. Alright, so the boys had a good game. We're going to start from the defense. I forgot. Alright, so the keeper choice wasn't Kepa, it was Mendy. Alright, so Mendy was there. Was good enough. Alright, so let's start with Mendy. Mendy had a great game, made 1 or 2 saves. In the first half, I don't think he made any saves. And in the second half, he made like 2 saves or so. But the game was controlled perfectly by Chelsea, so Mendy didn't have to stress himself. So I'll give him a 7.0. He did well, perfectly well. Let's not waste time there. Let's go to. Let's go to Rudiger. Rudiger had a great game as usual. This guy has stepped up his game so well. Like since Tuchel came in, this guy has been playing in a world-class standard. He has stepped up his game so well. I'm going to give him Rudiger. I'm going to give Rudiger a 7.8. Yeah, I gave him a 7.8 in my player rating because he was brilliant. At the time where he needed to make saves, he made perfect saves. Made some forward runs, which helps Chelsea, progressing, which help Chelsea progress. Alright, so Rudiger was good. Then Christensen, this player has taken it up a notch. This guy plays amazingly well, I tell you. Amazing player. Alright, so I'm going to give him an 8.0. Yeah. Christensen was brilliant. This guy is so good with his passes. He's improving with every game he gets. Christensen. His passing ability, his long range passing. He plays like Thiago Silva right now, in fact. Okay, I would want to say Thiago Silva is better when it comes to experience than Christensen, but when this guy comes on for Thiago Silva, you don't see the difference. In fact, you see him performing with lots of energy and stuff. So this guy is actually good. I'm giving him 8.0. He had a great game. Yeah. Then Chalobah, our young star, this player. Where does this guy get his confidence from? Like really, this guy is so confident on the ball. He passes like he's already. He plays like he already knows he's a first team player. You understand? Plays with such confidence, passes the ball. Wow. This guy is amazing. I think we have a talent on our hand right now, and this is ending us. He had an amazing game against Villarreal. He had an amazing game definitely against Crystal Palace. This guy is leaving us with questions upon questions. Do we spend 60 million euros or 80 million euros, whatever, to sign Jules Koundé when we have a Chalobah? So just tell me about that. You can comment that on the session, in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this player. This guy we have great talent on our hands right now. Alright, imagine I forgot to talk about his goal. His goal was amazing. That goal shows confidence. His goal was amazing. So I'm just going to be giving him. Had a great game. Giving him. He was definitely one of the top performers, and I'm going to give him an 8.5. So we go straight to the midfield. We'll go straight to the midfield right now. I'm going to talk about Kovacic. Kovacic had a brilliant game. This guy, one thing I like about Kovacic is his forward moves. He makes forward moves and he dribbles like he makes take-ons like he's a Lionel Messi kind of player. Bro, you're not Lionel Messi and you're that good. That guy makes take-ons and he makes the game interesting. He makes Chelsea's game progress while Jorginho just does the wonderful stuff and makes the progressive moves. And he was good today. So I'm going to give him 7.9. I gave him 7.9 on my player rating. Yes. So we're going to go to Jorginho. Jorginho. Last season, I'll confess, I was one of Jorginho's haters, definitely last season. But since the ending of last season, Champions League performance, talking about the Euro performance, and now coming to watch Jorginho play. This guy is a world-class midfielder. Jorginho is one of the best midfielder right now in the world. Like, the way this guy makes the game easy, his short passes, his long passes. Last season I always complained that Jorginho doesn't make long range passing enough. But today he was amazing with his long range passes. It was amazing. So I gave Jorginho my player rating. I gave him an 8.3. It was very good in the midfield. Let's go to the wing backs. Talking about wing backs, we move to Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta was good defensively, when we had one or two threats, he was able to stand there and make the defensive corrections and stuff like that. But he was normal, he was average, in the attack. I expect personally I feel Azpilicueta should play our right centre back more than right back. I would so much prefer our Rhys James or Hudson-Odoi to play that right wing back position because they bring a lot more to the game. But Azpilicueta, he does good, but I don't think he does enough. But he had a great game, he controlled the game very well, and in my rating I gave him a 7.8. Alright, so let's go to Marcos Alonso, the man of the moment. This guy had a brilliant game. He was always in the right position to make the right passes, and wow, he scored a brilliant free kick, yo. He scored a brilliant free kick, I tell you. But even apart from the free kick, this guy was like the best performer in the field. To me, he was so good. Anytime he held the ball, he was always a danger, and he was pretty good defensively also, which was our problem. Although I don't know how he will stand and balance himself when it comes to great attacks, because Crystal Palace did not offer anything. Man, Chelsea controlled the game so perfectly, and Crystal Palace couldn't do nothing on the attack today. So I think he was good, our best player on the pitch today, to me. So I gave him an 8.5 also. Yeah. So we go to attack. Let's start from Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic built himself into the game. He progressed into the game. At the beginning, he was losing so much balls, and things weren't really working in his favor because it wasn't really going the way he planned. But as the game went on, he started upping his performance, and he did great. At the end of the first half to the second half, he started performing like he should. I really feel Pulisic has a lot to offer, and he came up in the first half he came up with that wonderful goal, well taken goal, and I gave him a 7.3. Alright, then I'll go to our one and only Timo Werner. Timo Werner, I love you, bro. I love you, but this season you have to score goals. And the problem with Timo Werner today is probably he felt he was a midfielder. Midfielders score goals also. How on earth will you get clear chances and you try to pass to nobody? He did it number one, he did it number two, he was just on the pass. Why are you passing, Timo? You ought to score goals. This guy has to build his confidence. I think he really has to work on his confidence. With Lukaku here right now, I think he has to up his game pretty fast because Lukaku is here to bang them goals, right? So I really felt Timo Werner would have done a lot more today. Basically, so I'm just going to give Timo Werner a 6.5. He should offer a lot to the Chelsea squad. The last but not the least, we are going to talk about Mason Mount. When you want to choose players in Chelsea, when you think of a Mason Mount and you're like, what does this guy offer? bro, this guy offers a lot to Chelsea. To take Mason Mount out of Chelsea's squad is pretty difficult. The goals we scored, thanks to progressive moves from Mason Mount, I think the free kick Marcos Alonso got was Mason Mount. This guy is a talent and is improving. This guy is a confident player. His work rate is amazing. I really felt Mason Mount had a good game today, had a brilliant game today. So on my rating, I gave him a 7.5. A 7.5, which is amazing for Mason Mount. Then for the coach, no, not the coach yet. We go to Havertz came in. Havertz made some good, nice 1-2 passes. Some good moves. He found himself in some good positions, and I think Havertz was good today. So I'll give him a 7.0. Emerson came in, didn't really have much impact on the game, so 6.0 is good for him. Then James came in and he had 1 or 2 moments where he showed glimpses, which was good. So I'll just give James a 6.5, right? Then to our wonderful coach, I'll give Thomas Tuchel an 8.3. 8.5. This guy had the perfect lineup. Thinking back to our squad on midweek, we had game stress and stuff like that. So he had a perfect lineup. I'm just going to give him an 8.5. Let's go to 8.5. When he was to make changes, he made perfect changes, and stuff. So that's all for today. We had a good win, the perfect way to start the season with a 3-0 win, with a clean sheet, and man, this season is going to be a great season. Alright, so tell me what you think about my match ratings, player ratings today. Tell me what you think on the comment section, and if this is the first time you are in my channel, I would love you to like and subscribe to my channel for more Chelsea news and more Chelsea match analysis. Thank you guys. One love.